If you're new here, go ahead and let us know who you are, where you're hailing from, and what your business is. Shout out to the person or persons who contacted me to inquire about this program that I'm going to be talking about today. They wanted to get more of an understanding. So that's why I'm doing this live today, to educate you on the program so that you can take advantage of this program and other programs that are out there like this program. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I will be sharing my screen today so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Don't worry if you cannot see the screen, because I will be talking. So as long as you can understand what I'm saying, you should be good. I'm going to start at the U.S. Department of Treasury. And before I get started, just to let you know, again, you can find all the resources in the description, in the show notes of this video, including the link that I'm sharing right now that gives information on this program. Do feel free to ask questions in the comment. I will try to answer them while I'm live. If I don't get to them, I definitely will follow up after the broadcast. But this is an important program. We know we've had several programs during the COVID-19 pandemic, and this is one of the ones that was launched. This is administered by the U.S. Department of Treasury. It is the State Small Business Credit Initiative, otherwise known as the Ssbci. And on March 11th of 2021, President Biden signed the American Rescue Plan Act. What did this do? It reauthorized, funded, and expanded the State Small Business Credit Initiative. So this new version of the program provides a combined $10 billion to states, the District of Columbia, territories, and tribal governments to what? Empower small businesses to access capital needed to invest in job creating opportunities as the country emerges from the pandemic. These funds will also support recipient jurisdictions in promoting American entrepreneurship, democratizing access to startup capital, access around the country, including underserved communities. And they have a fact sheet here that I'm going to be reviewing in just a second. So what this did was give money, federal funds, to the states to provide various funding programs, access to capital, and other types of programs to underserved small businesses, so minority businesses and women businesses. So I will be giving you an example of what our state in Ohio is doing and what that looks like. What it looks like in your state may be different. So each state had to apply to get these funds, right? And also communicate, document how these funds will be used and how it is going to expand capital, getting capital to the businesses that need it, bridging the equity gaps that we know currently exist. That's why this program has been extended, and additional funding has been provided for this program. Now, I'm going to go to the fact sheet really quickly here. So I stopped sharing my screen there. The fact sheet is really important because it details what is included in this program, so that you can know when you're connecting with your state, reaching out to your state, what types of programs that they have and what is covered under this program that can help better support your small business. So you should see it coming up on the screen. Let me just check. There we go. Again, don't worry if you can't read it all. So this is just a fact sheet on the program. What does that mean? It already existed, right? So they're just expanding it so that it can better serve the businesses that it was intended to serve here. And so it is, again, being able to give capital to small businesses emerging from the pandemic, building ecosystems of opportunity and entrepreneurship, and creating high quality jobs, which many of us, that's what we're trying to do. We were trying to get people back to work. And many of us are employers or plan to be employers. And so this will benefit you in that regard. So this provides recipients jurisdiction funding For one, credit and investment programs for existing small businesses and startups. Existing businesses and startups. And two, technical assistance to small businesses applying for this state small business funding. So today the Treasury is issuing guidance on implementation of this program. So here are the types of programs that are included that you can find at your state level to help get access to all recipients in their jurisdiction's capital. Venture capital programs. So these jurisdictions may set up a public-private partnership for equity investment or invest in venture capital funds. So these investments are focused on providing capital to underserved startups, right? And democratizing venture capital across geography or geographic areas and to diverse founders. So when you have a company at this point that you want or you're looking for investors, more and more states are coming up with their own venture capital programs, right? Where they basically give you funds in exchange for equity in your business. Or in other terms, they give you funds in exchange for a percentage of ownership in your business. So that's one of the programs. Another program is the loan participation program. So in these programs, the participants, the state, District of Columbia, territories, and tribal governments, they buy an interest into the loans made by lenders or lend directly alongside private lenders, providing direct lending to finance small businesses. So they are helping again be able to break down some of these barriers, be able to give access to loans where loans were not previously being given, right? So we know that there has always been challenges with getting access to capital to underserved communities. This has always been a challenge. This is to help overcome that challenge. So they're going to then buy interest in the loan, right? Or become the lender themselves so that you, the small business owner, can have an easier opportunity to get access to these loans. Now, also, the third program is the loan guarantee program. This is where those participants, again, the states, District of Columbia, tribal governments, use these funds, right? To provide an assurance to lenders that they will be partially repaid in the event of default after the lender makes every reasonable effort to collect, helping small businesses secure loans that may have otherwise been inaccessible or prohibitively expensive. Because we know many small businesses are considered high risk, and so whether it's a credit issue, whether it's industry that you work in, that's important to know. Where are you credit wise, right? What does your personal credit history look like? What does your business credit history look like? And what is your business? You may not know, but some businesses are very risky to fund any type of capital. And oftentimes you can be great. You can be making a great money, bringing in great revenue, have great credit, but because of the industry you're in, lenders will not lend to you. So we see that sometimes with various industries, including like car dealerships and other types of industries as well. So they're going to, again, make that guarantee. Is similar to why the SBA's loans are so great, is because they're low, right? They're popular because they have guarantees. They guarantee some of the funds in case, again, there is a default or some other type of issue where you cannot pay back the funds. Another part of the program is collateral support. So this program in this model has set aside funds as collateral for new loans, enabling startups to borrow funds to help their business grow with the assistance of this capital. So they're going, again, a big reason why many times businesses can't get access to capital, especially traditional capital, is there are collateral requirements, right? So you may have to put up your personal assets, including your home and other assets. So they're coming in to provide that collateral support, whether you have collateral, a gap in collateral needed based on the amount of the loan that you're seeking, or you don't have any collateral at all. So they're helping in that regard. So they're hitting it capital needs in many different areas to better help support underserved businesses. And the last one is capital access programs. So these programs provide portfolio insurance in the form of a loan loss reserve fund into which the lender and borrower both contribute, supplemented by the program funds. So this is kind of like an insurance on the loan. Someone had reached out to me the other day asking about loans on, or insurance on loans, and I was telling her, like, really, I have not really heard of that. That is not usual. So that was new to me. But under this program, these are some things that they have made available. Now, when I say I haven't heard of it, it doesn't mean other types of loans. I'm specifically speaking to small business capital loans that are out there. It's not typical that when you take out a loan, they also have an insurance program to cover the loan if you go into default. That's the benefit of programs like these. If something happens where, like COVID, if another pandemic hit or another crisis hit and that impacts your business, they have reserve funds that both pay into the lender and the borrower, so that if this issue arises, is less of an issue. Okay. And so what I'm going to do now, I'll let you go through the remainder of the fact sheet. Again, the link is in the description and the show notes. But I want to just show you what it is in Ohio. One of the programs, one of the ones that I'm actually looking into, actually two, that the state of Ohio has. So I'm going to pull that up on the screen here as well. Again, I encourage every single one of you, if you have not reached out to your state government office and connected with the business department, just call them and find out, who to contact regarding your small business. Where can you find information at the state government level with information and resources and grants and all types of opportunities for small business? They will point you in the right direction. So I'm in Ohio, so that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay. So again, it can vary by state. Previously, I also said that when COVID hit, what many of the states did, that they created one portal for grants, for tax credits, for technical support, for resources, for everything that you needed for your small business to continue to be sustainable and to grow. They created one website. This is our website, businesshelp.ohio.gov, right? And you can see at the top, it says investing in Ohio's future. And it says the DeWine Hosted administration is focused on supporting businesses, communities, families, so all Ohioans can succeed. And the resources and information available below are intended to support small businesses, help Ohio communities, and ease the burden of Ohio families. So everything is here. And so we still have like the home relief grant there at the top. You can see that there were several grant programs, and they will tell you if it's open or if it's closed. They closed. Okay. So if they reopen, here is the hub that we can continually monitor for if and when it opens, and any new programs. So I was monitoring this website. And also, I'm on the Ohio's email list, which I encourage you all to do as well. So they continually to keep us updated on new programs that are rolling out. So that's where I heard about it first. And then I came over to this website to see, okay, what's happening. So again, the state small business credit initiative has loan programs. So this is an example of one of them. So they have the Ohio micro loan program. So this loan program is designated to stimulate the growth of new and existing businesses to provide microloans at zero interest. The minimum loan amount is $10,000 and a maximum amount of $45,000. Loans will be repaid within 5 years for permanent working capital and 7 years for equipment. So they're telling you what programs they have available. This is a microloan. Microloans tend to be those loans of 50,000 or under. Again, it just depends on the program, but that's typically what a microloan is. Anything under $50,000, and they're telling us here for more information. We can apply and click here for more information. Okay, and so many businesses that I mean, this is what they need to whether they're starting up their business, or they need working capital, or they need capital to be able to scale. They only need a micro loan. And again, the great thing about this program is that it's zero interest. I mean, you can't get much better than that. I mean, besides, again, a grant, right? Uh, which is free. But we all know that businesses, at one point or another, you will need a loan in your business if you are trying to grow your business. So these are opportunities that are available. Again, a longer, not as long as like an SBA loan, but 5 years, right? To be able to pay it back. And if you need an equipment loan, right? So maybe you have restaurant equipment, or food truck equipment, or a truck, right? All the logistics companies, and you need $10,000, right? So if you need to purchase equipment, you have even longer period of time to pay back that loan. Okay. So it is, again, so important to strategize, figure out what are your business goals, your money goals, plan for the future, what you may need, so that you can look into these programs and utilize them when they become available. The other one, this is the one that I'm really seeking. This is the Women Business Enterprise Loan Program. So in your state, they may be separate like this. It may not be. It may be different. Again, check with your state. But they have the Ohio Microloan, and then they have a Women Business Enterprise Loan. And when I saw this, I'm like, this came at just the right time, because most of you, if you follow me, you know that I am restoring our family home, and the point is to create generational wealth. We want this home to be in the family for generations to come. And one of the things that I can do is to monetize, right? So to make money from the property. So this loan program is designed to stimulate growth of existing women-owned businesses by providing loans at market rate or below market rate interest, currently up to 3%. Up to 3% is still a great interest rate on a loan, right? So the minimum loan amount for this program is 45,000 with up to a maximum of 500,000, right? So the loan will be repaid within 10 years for equipment and machinery, and up to 15 years for owner occupied real estate. Okay, so shout out to all those that are in real estate, that are owner occupied real estate, or thinking about it, getting a duplex or triplex or quadplex. This may be a great option for you. So again, when I said this, I was like, this came at the right time for what I'm trying to accomplish. So this is the one I'm pursuing, is the Women Business Enterprise Loan. Now, what it doesn't say here, but it should say when you click more information, is that if you, unless they changed it, when I first saw it and I called, it should still be the same, is if you are certified, a certified women business enterprise with the state of Ohio, that interest rate up to 3% becomes 1%. So it's even better. But you have to be certified. So that, again, that's why I encourage as many businesses, and especially women businesses, right, to get those certifications. And I'm certified at the city level, but right now I'm working on getting my certification at the state level. I've said before, even in our MBE certification masterclass, which many of you all have taken, is that you get certifications at different levels. It is not just one certification. So you need to find out which certification is the best for you and your business for what goals you have, right? And what strategic direction you're taking your company. But this is definitely one that I'm pursuing because I do have owner occupied real estate. And, I personally thinking that I need probably about 200,000, not the entire 500,000. But it's good to know that I have that much, and working with my profits specialist to work those numbers because definitely it's great to have a 15-year term, but we want to make it where we can definitely pay that back in significantly less time than 15 years, and then be operating in the profit. That's why, having access to accountants and bookkeepers and tax people and lawyers and all of that is very important. They also have another program. So under this, they offer technical assistance as well. So I know we've seen some programs come through for technical assistance. Your state may offer even free legal assistance, free accounting assistance. Those types of programs also, in addition to these loans, like I said, are available under this program. So the funding, a grant is given to the state to roll out these programs to be able to give you access to them for free or very low cost. And most of the ones that I have come across have been free, right? And so again, I encourage you all to go out and take advantage of every single opportunity that is out here and available for you. Is so important, and to stay connected to people that are sharing this type of information. Get connected to your business leaders, get connected in your county, get connected in your city. Because there these programs and more programs that are available and accessible to you. So I'm going to be looking out here. I see the comments here for you. And so I see someone mentioning a credit score that may vary. Even with credit scores, even if yours is on the lower end, these programs are meant to help those that may not have stellar credit, right? It's meant to help you all. Those that right now that may be having more difficult time getting access to credit. It doesn't mean that you don't go and be proactive in your own right on your own to make sure that you're working on your credit. The higher your credit score, the better. And you want to start working on your business credit as well, establishing business credit. And you want to make sure that you have your business organized, that you're operating correctly, because even these programs are available, but again, they're going to be asking you questions. There's an application you have to fill out. It's actually a simplified application than what you would usually see, but they're going to be asking you questions about your business, and they're going to maybe ask you to provide some verification documents. These things should become commonplace for every single business owner out there, especially when you are seeking access to capital. Okay. So let me go up here and just see what questions are available. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, today we are talking about the State Small Business Credit Initiative. This is $10 billion that has been given by the federal government, that is overseen by the Treasury Department. These funds are given to the state to operate these programs, to roll out these programs, to make available to you as the business owner. Okay. So again, venture capital programs that are available for if you're at a position where people or businesses or individuals are investing in your company for a piece of ownership. I mean, I think we've all seen Shark Tank, and how the sharks, evaluate the business owners that come and decide if they're going to, partner with them and fund them for what they're asking for a percentage of their companies. Businesses do that every single day. technical assistance, loan guarantees, more lending at the state level as well. It's amazing what is happening at the states, and what they're doing for small businesses. So again, get plugged in. Okay. So I see you all out there. Thank you so much for your support. Be sure to share this, tag another business owner in here, because business owners, again, still don't know about a lot of these programs. They may have been denied for one program, and then they just assume they don't qualify for any other program. And unfortunately, that's why so many businesses missed out on these types of programs, right? Missed out on PPP, missed out on pandemic unemployment, missed out on EIDL, missed out on the restaurant revitalization grant fund, because they just assume they would not qualify for other programs. That's not the case. So you should evaluate each program individually, because each program has its own requirements. And then check yourself, use it as a checklist to say, okay, where do I need to improve? What is it that I don't have already that I need to get, right? So that I can get ready and stay ready for when these opportunities presents itself. Okay, so is there a minimum amount of income? So it just depends on the program that you're applying for. If they, again, it says startup. So again, it's important that you call, inquire as to what the rules are when they say startups, because startups mean that you have actually started a business, right? So whether or not they require you to have some funding, or a property, right? Again, depending on the loan, because a real estate loan, maybe I don't have the revenues, but I have the collateral, or I have the real estate, which is an asset, right? So that has value. These are different things that they're looking at. So every business is different, but I would say start inquiring, start asking questions to see what is needed for you in your business. I always say make sure that you are active in your business, right? You don't have to wait to have every I dotted and every T crossed before you actually start working in your business. Sometimes we're waiting like too long. It's a process. Take a step, but start at being active in your business and making money in your business. That's what they want to see, right? They want to see that you have a plan. So they may ask you, when they ask you, you have to be ready to explain your plan. If they ask you to see some type of documentation, you have to be ready to show them documentation. Whether it's a full business plan or not, it just depends on who you are pursuing for your capital needs, right? Not everyone requests a full-fledged business plan, but you should have one. You should have one, even if it's a one-page business plan. I mean, we have plan templates as we speak. I post them all the time. A one-pager. You need to know where you are in your business and what the plan is for your business, and be able to communicate that to the powers that be, which are those that you are seeking funding from, right? And if you've been in business, again, operating your business correctly is the best thing to do. Making sure you're organized, make sure that you're filing your taxes regularly when you're supposed to, because especially if you're trying to apply for one of these programs, they're going to look to see, are you registered in the state that you're trying to apply for this program in? Are you in good standing? Are you current on your taxes? I mean, and this is all types of taxes: sale taxes, payroll taxes, income taxes, whatever taxes that your business is responsible to pay to the state. They are going to look to see, are you paid up, or are you delinquent or defaulted on anything? Because if you are, I mean, it doesn't make sense that they will be loaning you money, right? So we want to make sure we show up ready so that there's not an excuse not to give you the funding that you need. But I would inquire even before you're ready to apply. Just call and say, okay, I heard about this program that's available. I'd like to learn more about it, and what I would need to qualify so I can make sure that I meet the qualifications before I submit my application. So that would be my recommendation. That's the first thing I did is I called them to inquire, and I wanted to confirm if I had to be certified with the state, or if it would be acceptable to be have any type of women's certification, right? Because we know that there's federal women's certification through the SBA, which is like the biggest one. But they clarify. So get those clarifications. Don't assume. So they clarified for me that in order to get that extra benefit, I need to be certified with the state. And I want to do that anyway. I mean, that's always been the plan, because other benefits and opportunities come with being certified, whether it's a minority business or woman business at the state level. Okay, it's for startups and existing businesses. So I think I answered that question. But pre-startup, again, you have to know where you are. Startup means that you've already started your business, even if it's day one on your business. If you haven't actually started your business, you're in concept phase. You're not really a startup until you start it. I think many people get that confused. They're like, okay, where's the money for the startups? But you haven't actually started your business. But there is also funding out there for those that are still in idea phase, a concept phase. There are opportunities out there like pitch competitions, crowdfunding, and all sorts of opportunities out there available. So just seek out the opportunities, do your research. Yeah. So Kevin Reese, just giving you a shout out here. He's one of our tribe members here on YouTube in our membership program. How would I find grants to apply for? So although we're not focusing on grants today, grants are so available. Make sure that you go check out my last live that I did. I spotlighted grants. I mean, I think the grants were like up to 250,000. It might have even been more. The pockets are getting bigger. Make sure that you use our resources that are available to you. We have our grants masterclass. We have our cheat sheet. We do tons of videos. We post on our Facebook page. So make sure you're following us everywhere we are on social media. Be sure to subscribe, right? Subscribe, hit that notification button so you're made aware every time we drop a new video or go live, and we put out content all the time for things that are really going to help you be successful in business, right? To overcome the challenges of the pandemic, right? So we can move beyond that. We can rise above the pandemic. Many of us are doing it. And I'm excited for you all that have been doing it. Okay. So the link to apply, you will find the link to the program is in the show notes. It's in the description where you see the wording for the video. It is there. I would also drop it in the comments. That is the information on the program. You need to reach out directly to your state. There's no specific link to your state's program. You need to call your state, get connected to the business department or agency at the state level, and they will tell you just inquire about the state small business credit initiative, and they will tell you everything that they offer under that initiative and how you can get access to it. Okay. So again, it just goes back to being proactive. Is that real estate loan just for Ohio? I don't know that it's just a real estate. It's not just a real estate loan. But I'm focusing on Ohio because I'm in Ohio, and that's what's available. Yours may look different. What types of loans, how they structure it, what it may be used for, may be different in your state. It could be the same or it could be different. I don't know because I just don't have the capacity to research every state. I'll leave that up to you as the CEO of your business to find out what's in your state. Let's see here. Okay, so I just answered the question on grants, so you can definitely catch the replay. State of Ohio, one of our followers here is in the state of Ohio as well. Hi, Amber. She's WBE certified. With the state. She's with the state, with the city, and her county uh, should accept the state certification, so one won't have to apply for each one. Yeah. So there's a way that you can actually expedite your other certifications, either from the state down or the city up. I would find the ways to expedite it as quickly as possible. Like when I got the city certification, that not automatically, but because I had that certification in the city, they talk to each other, then I can expedite my county application and I can expedite my state application. So I'm always up for expediting, right? I wanted to take as little time as possible. Someone else was told they reached their max with the SBA. Yeah, so again, for those of you, whether you maxed out on your EIDL, your COVID EIDL loans, or you didn't get it, again, this is another program that is out there and available for you that you can get access to. For those of you all that still need access to capital, even though the SBA's program is now closed. So this is just one of the many programs that are available for small businesses. Again, you will find many other programs that I have mentioned on our YouTube channel. So feel free to go there at your leisure or at your convenience. Yeah, there are always grants. There's always grants. There are always access to capital. There are reimbursements. There are tax credits. I've done videos on tax credits as well. How many of you all are leveraging tax credits? I mean, this all of this equates to or adds up to is a lot of money for your business, a lot of savings for your business, and a lot of money for your business is what all of these programs. So learn about the programs, go after as many that you can. I wish you much success. If there are any additional updates or if I see any questions that I didn't cover here on the video, I may do another video on this program. Or if they continue to expand it, I would definitely let you all know. But go out here and get access to these opportunities that are available. They're here, and I'll continue to bring you more opportunities. But again, it's up to you. You have the control on what you do and the actions you take to get access to these opportunities. So thank you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Be productive. Go after all your goals this week. It's going to be amazing. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact and continue to stay safe and in good health. Have a great day.